What is going on, guys? My name is MattyMatt LCND here, and welcome back to BeamNG Drive. Now, today I'm going to be looking at an automation mod that I saw on Reddit. I asked the guy who made this car, can I do a video on it? And he said, yeah. He wants me to test it out and another car he made. So this is going to be my review of this car. It's a little key van. It is called, let me show you guys this, pretty cool. It is called the Kendo Create Base. Now this is supposed to, be a K van. So Japanese K cars, the little 3-cylinder front wheel drive. We're going to be doing a series of challenges with it. Number one, seeing how fast it'll lap the automation test track circuit. Now, I'm comparing this car in this episode to the Bishu Corvette. The base model, the DX, the 1.5, extremely base, stock, stripped down, because they're about the same. So the Corvette ran a 3-minute lap time around here. Let's see how fast this car will do. Let's go. I have started my timer. So the Corvette did a 3-minute 10.51 second lap time. This car, I'm gonna guess, is gonna be a little faster, maybe, because it's a little. I think this is a little lighter, and this also has a little bit more, high RPM. This car is great fun to drive. I love this thing. Suspension department, a little wobbly, but not that bad. The thing I think with this car is it's going to be nicer in the corners, where the Corvette was just, this car I think has ABS. The Corvette doesn't, so the Corvette you're locking your wheels up, through every corner, so. There you go. More of the weight is going to the front of this thing, because this thing is a little key van. It's not really meant for racing, but this is consumer advice. And I'll also leave the link for the mod when the guy who made this thing puts it up, so go check that out, download it, show him some love from the LCND family. But yeah, this car is, in my opinion, pretty cool. It sounds really nice, it looks pretty cool, it actually looks like a little Daihatsu key van. I like the logo of it, almost looks like a mountain. Alright, come on. The Corvette barely did 100 on this, like it was doing maybe 80. This car I'm going to say is going to be a little faster. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 80 miles an hour. Come on, you can do 100. Gonna go really on the inside for this one. Carry as much momentum as we can into the straightaway. Or into this corner here. It's starting to slow down just a little bit. It's not that bad. Going into Bavarian Bend. Going up. We're going to a pretty tight corner, so keep it on the inside. Clip the apex while we can. I forgot we can't go into... What? That was weird. I couldn't see. If only automation cars had clear, clear windows, that would be kind of cool. Like you could do, interior design, all that. In my opinion, I think this car is going to be way faster than the Corvette. Because the Corvette just locked up its front wheels in that corner, so... And I'm going to say this to the mod maker if he's watching, and he probably will. Do a race variant of this, like a Japanese touring car. Like, not like, crazy horsepower, just, lower it, put some tires on it, make it, maybe add a turbo. But my thoughts on this overall call, it is nice. I like it. It's plenty fun. It's really good to, drive on the city streets. But yeah, I love this thing. It's pretty fast. I love little K cars like this. Come on. You can be way faster. This thing is faster. I know it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Last bend. Flat. This is flat to the floor. And across the line. The suspension in the back wobbles a bit. It's not that bad. This car just ran a 3-minute 24.95. So it's about 14 seconds slower than the Corvette. But think about it. The Corvette is for transporting, very big things around. This is also a little van, so could be carrying that. Could just be some weight in the back. Next thing we're going to be testing is the handling. Now, I already like this car's handling. It's pretty good in my opinion. First, we're gonna do a little off-road test. Rally time. Now the Corvette, I'm going to say this. I've driven the Corvette a lot. And on the handling circuit, which I've done maybe about a day ago, it wasn't good. It was very slow. It was very... We're gonna head to the skid pan. That's where we're going. See how good this car, you know, handles in the wet. So, and last thing we're gonna do with this car is rally it. So already, I like this. Shift it down a second. Just put the parking brake on. Let's just drift. You know, let's just not do that. Let's first, you know, get up some momentum on the dry tarmac. And let's see how fast we can just do... Oh, parking brake is still on. Alright, now it's time for the wet. Now, as you can see, it's still kind of plowing up, but it's turning pretty well. And the Corvette, well, the amount of weight to that car, it's just going to push it, you know, toward the wall. So this car is light. It's easy to drive, it's pretty fun, and it doesn't kill you. Next step will be the 1 and 3 hills over here, or wherever they are. So this thing passed flying colors compared to the Corvette, which is absolutely crap. Well, the Corvette beat it in a lap time, so at least this car, you know, has got a little bit of pedigree on it now. All right, let's go. Gonna go over to the testing hills. And the last one, you know, as I said, last one's gonna be how good does this car in dirt? You know, while we were at that, what is it called? The skid pan, I could have done some donuts. What's over here? Oh, isn't there like a... Oh yeah, the braking test. Let's do that. Now, as I said with the Corvette around the racetrack, it wasn't that good. The brakes didn't lock up. I don't think this is it. No, this is the handling circuit. The brakes with the Corvette, they're not that good. The base model Corvette is very bad. So let's see how good this car compares to, because I know this is braking test. Oh, we almost grenaded the motor. Now, the only thing I'm going to point out, the rear suspension is a bit wonky when you're going heavy braking. But if that would be fixed, this car is pretty dang good. If it had just a turbo on it, that'd just be the cherry on top. Next step, we gotta do some donuts. Come on, it's key van. Now, since this car is front wheel drive, it really can't do donuts. That's unless we stick it in reverse. Now, I'm gonna give this car maybe a 9 out of 10 donuts wise. The only reason why, the Corvette is not good at doing donuts. The Corvette, it's a bit laggy, you know, throttle-wise, and sometimes you'll blow a tire doing it. This is fun. I love doing this. If you guys make any automation mods, just let me know, hit me up with them, and I'll review them. These are my just brutally honest review. So, next step, as I said, 1 and 3 hill, which is about right here. Oh, crap. I'm going to have probably hit something. You know, first let's do the handling circuit. Now, with a key van, it's supposed to be, you know, pretty stable. This is a passenger car. You gotta carry good stuff in it. Like, you gotta carry the goods. Over in Japan, this car, you know, it's not supposed to float, you know, fly over. This isn't a race car, but come on. Wherever it starts, we're gonna time it. The Corvette would actually be bad at this. Trust me. The Corvette is not made for handling. The Corvette is made for getting to point A to point B. This is supposed to be point A to point B fast and very economically. Handling circuit, lap 1. Let's go. Crest into the brakes. Oh, we're zooming some lanes here. That's probably why I'm just taking the racing line. I'm, you know, used to that. Let's keep it in the lane, shall we? Come on, little key van. All right, little understeer there. Did that? Actually, no. That was oversteer. Well, I don't know the difference between. Somebody let me know in the comments. Gonna brake. Gonna do some trail braking here. Keep the power band going. Well, we're throwing a wheel up in the back. That was kind of cool. That's not safe, but I mean, come on. Come on, little key van. Come on, little Kendo. Base. This little thing is a base model. I'd love to see, you know, the top trim. This thing is pretty cool. I love it. I'll probably be doing a review on the this guy. He also said he had a Porsche 356, you know, car that he made on Beam. I may do a review. Just if we can at least, you know, 2 or 3 likes, I'll do a review on it. Well, I've driven the Porsche already. I just had a little hardware issue last night with my computer, but the Porsche was a lot of fun. I had to clear out some mods just so I could, you know, load up the game without it, you know, lagging pretty bad. So that mod, I'm like, all right, we need the van, we just don't need the Porsche. But I've driven the Porsche. The Porsche is nice. You may be releasing that. I'll leave a download link to that if he, you know, has it out. And across the line. Now, my thoughts on the handling of this car. It's okay. I mean, I know it's not a race car. The suspension is a bit, you know, wobbly, but I mean, come on, it's what you'd expect from a little van or a key van or any type of van. It's gonna have wobbly suspension. Let's do the hill now. The hill is what I'm most excited for because I want to see how good this is. I've done the Corvette before. It did it to the top. It was able to make it up. The base model really wasn't. The base model couldn't make it up the actual hill though, which is kind of weird. This is a 3.33 inch grade. I also did a running start with the Corvette. This thing passes it with flying colors, and I think I know why. The torque. Vans have to have torques because, you know, if they're carrying stuff or they're towing stuff, it's gonna be heavy. I love the little backfiring noises as well. It's kind of cool. I love little 3-cylinder K cars. All right, we're gonna rip it here. And the other thing I like about this van, it doesn't flip over. The suspension isn't like that bad where it's like you rip the handbrake, the thing's gonna flip. For the last step, we're doing a rally stage. Well, we're taking the thing on a dirt handling course almost. Gotta first find where that is. Yep, it's over there. I only wish automation cars had horns. That would have been kind of cool. Now, the gravel circuit. This car, I know isn't a rally car, but what if you're a van driver that's got to go fast off-road to deliver stuff? Well, this little van's going to have you covered. Alright. Alright, I should have done a little scandy flick there. This is just a sighting lap. This isn't, you know, actual lap. So you gotta do a little scandy flick. And I'm also using a keyboard here, so I'm wondering my steering is a bit weird. That's probably why. Full throttle. Come on. This thing is a little buzzing away. I love it. Here's the thing, like, this may be, and I'm not kidding, and I should do it, I want to add this car to the wrecked roads. See how well this car stands up. But as of right now, this car is perfect. It just needs some suspension work in the rear. It's nice. Got a little two-wheel at their action when I clip the apex. I want to know this car's top speed, but it's like, you don't really want to know. You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of weird, but alright. Now the Corvette, as we all know, would probably crash into those rocks there. But to, you know, find out what you're paying for, what you're downloading on Beam, let's try it out. In 3, oh crap. Let me put the thing in park. Crap. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And we're off. This thing is pretty fast. I like it. On dirt, it feels a little scary, but I mean, it's not meant for dirt. It's pretty fun. I like that already. Like I've said probably a million times, this is a fun car to drive. I highly suggest you download this mod. So yeah, I did record this video already. And, you know, last night, booted up my computer, was going to upload it to YouTube, and it deleted itself, kind of. Oh, we spun out. Thank goodness we didn't wreck it. But it kind of corrupted the audio. The audio is all messed up. The video is all, you know, it was like 144p. That's not good. But I'm like, all right, I just want to upload something, get it out there, you know what I mean? So we spun out there. It's not that bad. Everybody spins out in rally. The Corvette would have crashed. The brakes on this thing are pretty nice. Whoa. Flip itself over. Come on. And I can see, well, it knocked a mirror off, but on the Corvette, we would have damaged the top of the car. We would have damaged the alignment, all that stuff. This car didn't damage the alignment at all. And I'd say in probably real life, this would be easier to work on than the Corvette. I said that here's where the Corvette would have probably, well, the Corvette did wipe out here when I drove it. Forgot what the time was for the Corvette, but it was bad. And across the line, we did a 1 minute 47. Now, my overall thoughts of this car, it's nice. I recommend you guys go download it. It's fun, it's fast, it'll do rallying a lot more fun than, you know, your average Sunburst or your and on my opinion, and I'm gonna say this, and you're probably all gonna be crap, this car handles better than the SBR4 on this track. I like it that much. So I'd say go download this mod, have fun with it, and yeah, see you guys later and have a wonderful night. Peace out.